Love where you live and play with Lindsay Management. Affordable apartments and golf memberships at 9 and 18-hole courses. Buying or selling? Trust Lindsay and Associates. Serving the community for over 50 years. Lindsay, #1 in apartments, golf, and real estate.
Want to run faster, jump higher, move with more power? The Sports Recovery and Development Program at Bridges Therapy Group builds speed, strength, agility, and endurance while correcting movement issues that can cause injury. Give your athlete the edge. Schedule an assessment today at srdathlete.com.
It's the 31 Days of Deals going on at the Lewis Automotive Group. This December, it's all about deals, discounts, and daily giveaways. All deals on our vehicles are backed by the Lewis Guarantee, where you get a 10-year, 120,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's right, double the manufacturer warranty, only with Lewis Automotive. With hundreds of quality, new and used vehicles, see us today for big deals, discounts, and daily giveaways at any of our locations in Farmington, Fayetteville, or Springdale. Wrap up your savings this December during our 31 Days of Deals, only at the Lewis Automotive Group.
After setting a single-game scoring record, no question we're giving some love to Farmington's Easton McCollough. It is Thursday, December 11th, and this is Varsity Vibe Today. Welcome into Varsity Vibe Today on this Thursday. I'm your host, Alyssa Orange. Thank you so much for joining us. And as we get ready for basketball season to continue to heat up, let's just remind you quickly with our Lewis Automotive opening drive. There are still 2 more high school state champions to crown on Saturday. A reminder that the 3A state championship game at War Memorial Stadium between Mansfield and Fordyce. And then the 4A game on Saturday night between Elkins and Dardanelle. If you can't be there to watch in person, you can watch those games on the Arkansas PBS broadcast online, as well as Arkansas PBS on television. Each year, new basketball season brings with it new talent, new rosters, new styles, new opportunities for these teams around our area. And for the Fayetteville Bulldogs, they're just still continuing to learn who they are as a team and get used to playing with each other on the court. I had the opportunity to catch up with head coach Brad Stamps and talk to him about what he likes about his team, the difference between this roster to rosters in the past, and the leadership that's helping them along the way.
I like our group a lot. We're very young, very inexperienced. We've got one returning player that played on the varsity floor last year, meaningful minutes. That's Kenyon Johnson. He also was a stud on the football field this year. We just got him this week, so we've played 3 games without him. He's made a difference already just in the practice of just his leadership because he's been there and he's done that. We've got our big man, DJ Hudson, who was the newcomer of the year for us as a sophomore. He transferred out and played last year with Sealy at Springdale and then really wanted to come back and graduate with his buddies and finish what he started here. And so we're excited to have him back. And then, it's a lot of kids that just haven't had, varsity experience. We're talented. I like our young group. And so, an example, we've played 3 games, and in one of those games, I look at my assistant coach and we look out on the floor and I've got a freshman, 3 sophomores, and a senior on the floor. And so when I say youth and inexperience, it's the truth. And so, we're walking them through some things that they had never walked through before. And I like that. I like the fact that, we're really getting to guide them through this journey. And then really relying on some of our seniors that have been here that may have been on the JV last year, that now it's their time and their turn. And they're leading these young guys in the right way. So we're obviously not a finished product by any stretch of the imagination. I've liked some things that I've seen so far, but we got a long ways to go to get to where we want to go. And so that's what we'll spend our time in December and in January and February.
Talk me through that a little bit as a coach, as you try to get these guys acclimated just to the pace of play, how things are different on a varsity level with them being so young, and how that's different from how you've had to coach in the past.
Yeah, it really is. And especially, coming off of last year's group is we were 9 seniors and we played those seniors a lot. And 7 of those are playing college basketball right now, which we're proud of. But, you look at last year's group where maybe the little things that you don't, as a coach, you're not coaching because these guys have been here and they know what you want. They know what you need. And they know what the team needs, more importantly. And so they're taking care of the little things. And when I say little things, I'm talking about just the everyday of, how you come out to prepare before practice ever starts. Are you spending time in the training room getting your body right? Are you, taking care of the locker room and making sure it's clean? And when we get off the bus, are we going back through and making sure that bus is clean before we get off the bus? So all those little things that those guys that have been around you and they know, all of a sudden now it's like, okay, we're walking them through these things that they haven't experienced before or haven't done before that are important to us. And so the speed of play is one thing, but it's the everyday culture, I would say, or just the everyday, being a Bulldog and what that means, are things that, we've got to grow from, and we will over time.
What are you most excited about? Every new year, what are you most excited about entering a new season?
I just think that every team is different. Every year I've been in it, this is a lot of years. I won't tell you how many because I really don't know, but a lot of years of having a team or being a part of a team. And I think if you just get down to the nuts and bolts of that, it's the relationships. It's, every team is different. You've got new guys coming in and just being able to develop that relationship, watching them compete, seeing how they handle things, good and bad, and celebrating successes along the way. I think that's important to me. It still is. And that's what keeps me in it.
Currently 2-3 on this season. They head up to Springfield, Missouri on the 12th and 13th to play Logan Rogersville out of Missouri and Booker T. Washington out of Oklahoma. We introduce you to this week's Lindsay Girls Athlete of the Week after this.
Club Car Wash is the best place to get your ride game day ready. From convenient locations to free towels and vacuums, it only takes a few minutes to have your car looking great. With locations throughout the state and membership starting at just $22 a month. Revive your ride at Club Car Wash.
Quick Turf is the go-to team for building championship-level sports facilities for public schools, private schools, and the entire school district. They also install beautiful backyard putting greens for homeowners. Known for lifelike, eco-friendly turf, Quick Turf handles everything from design and lighting to drainage and final landscaping. Their all-in-one approach delivers high-performance surfaces for athletes and low-maintenance greens that last for years. With preventative maintenance programs, they keep every field and green looking game day ready. Schedule a free consultation today at quickturf.com. That's QIKturf.com.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
They're just constantly giving back to the community that helped build them.
I would recommend them first, always. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Our Lindsay Girls Athlete of the Week this week, no other than Easton McCollough, the sophomore shooting guard, putting up a career-high 56 points last week in a game for the Cardinals. She was 20 of 30 from the field, 10 of 16 from the three-point line, and 6 of 7 in her free throws. We were able to catch up with Easton on her performance.
I really didn't even think about it until I was like, I think one of my teammates was like, dude, you got like 40 points. And I was like, oh, shoot. I think after that is when I actually realized. But during the game, I was just like, it didn't even feel like I had that many points until like after the game. I was like, oh, shoot, that's kind of a lot of points. But no, I don't really focus about scoring points. It just comes throughout the game, I feel like.
The 56 points breaks the Lady Cardinals single game scoring record, a record, by the way, held by her mom and head coach Jessica McCollough that she set 25 years ago. Congratulations to Easton McCollough, our Lindsay Girls Athlete of the Week, #1 in golf, real estate, and apartments. That is all for Varsity Vibe today. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, follow us along on all of our great content that we have on our social media platforms. That is Instagram, X, TikTok, and Facebook, as well as subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube channel. And make sure to sign up for the newsletter coming to your inbox twice a week. Just go to varsityvibearkansas.com to do that, to make sure that you are always in the know with everything happening in high school athletics. Of course, we couldn't do this without our great sponsors. A special thank you to them. I'll see you tomorrow. At L&L Metal Fabrication, strength isn't just in the steel, it's in the craftsmanship, precision, and trust we bring to every project. From small custom jobs to big industrial projects, our team has the experience and equipment to get it done right and built to last. Whether you're building, repairing, or designing something new, we'll help turn your vision into reality. Call L&L Metal Fabrication today at 479-361-9640 or visit llmetalfab.com. L&L Metal Fabrication. Custom craft built to last.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. drivedsi.com.